Well, welcome back, fourth graders. I hope you've had a chance to read the whole story about Priya. I love this story. I think it's just a really wonderful story. So we're going to go back to part B. Which detail from the story helps the reader understand the meaning of drift? To drift. We said drift meant to wander. So which one says that they're wandering? Is it that they're creating drawings that have different colors and shapes? No, that doesn't say anything about drifting. That just says what they're creating. Jasper studies the drawings and describes how they look like tropical fish swimming in a coral reef. Well, Jasper's one of them that's doing the pictures, so it's not that. Priya smiles when her teacher and classmates show an interest in the drawings by describing them to one another. Well, that kind of does. And Lily, Jasper, and Rika make comments about the drawings as the students come close enough to see them. Well, that kind of does too. Well, which one, coming closer or describing them, is more like drift? I'm going to say, this one no, I'm going to say definitely C would be better. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next page. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to go next page. And the next set of questions are very interesting. They're kind of cool. It says select three phrases that help describe the setting in the column titled Phrases that Describe the Setting. Then select three pieces of supporting evidence in the column entitled Evidence from Just from Home. So which ones describe the setting? It's a long driveway, a field for sitting and watching students, a walkway with little drawing space, a workspace filled with art supplies. Well, it's a large playground. So now what I need to do, I need to select three. So it's a long driveway. It's a playground with large cement. There's a field for sitting. Did I just choose? Yep, I got two now. Need one more. So I'm going to go down a walkway or a workspace filled with art supplies. Well, that's going to be your choice. I'm not sure which one would be better. Is it a walkway with a little drawing space? No, because it's a big area. Is it a workspace filled with art supplies? Yeah, because there's lots of art supplies laying around. So I'm going to say this one would be better. But that would be your, maybe this one. Okay, so maybe. Now, evidence from Just Like Home. Now she sat in the corner of the field and watched the others. That definitely tells me that there's a field. The studio had the most wonderful things like aluminum pie pans. That tells me about all the art supplies. All the families in India did Rangoli, everyone just like Priya and her mother. That doesn't tell me about the setting. Their new apartment had barely any room in front of it. Priya walked to the basketball court and sat on the hot pavement. Well, this one, she sat on the hot pavement. That's talking about this one, that it's a playground in a large cement area. Now, which one else do we want to do? The new apartment had barely any sidewalk in front of it, and there was no room for Rangoli. Well, maybe all the families, just like Priya and her mother. Nope. The studio had the most wonderful things like aluminum pies and pans. One of these two, but you want to pick the one that goes with the details that you had. So the detail that I had was that that there was a workspace filled with art supplies. So I'm going to pick this one. Had the most wonderful supplies. Okay? So now let's go to the next page. Doing the arrow, going to the next page, part A. In Just Like Home, what can be learned from about Priya from the following statement? It looks like home. At the very end, she says it looks like home from all that art that's drawn. Does she believe in imagination improves art? She realizes many of her classmates have artistic talent. She misses the family traditions in India. She wishes she could spend time with her friends in India. Well, it looks like home. Well, at home, back in India, she had an art class. And, well, no, she got to draw on the sidewalk in front of her house. But here she has an art class and with all these art supplies, and they're drawing out on the pavement. So how is this like home? Is it about imagination? Not really. So I'm going to use my X. I'm going to X that one out. She realizes many of her classmates have artistic talent. They do, but does that tell me about home? She misses the family traditions in India. Well, that would be like home. She wishes she could spend time with her friends in India. Maybe. I'm going to say it's one of these two. So I'm going to get rid of that X now, and I'm going to choose the best one. Which one best says? I'm going to say she misses the family traditions in India, because if she misses them, it's just like home, and that's what she's doing here. Now, which detail supports your answer? So notice they want you to pick yours and now support it, which is very important. So if you can't support it, go back and pick a different one. Which ones support it's makes her family or traditions? At her old school, she spent time recess climbing the monkey bars and sharing secrets with her friends. Nope, that's not art. She and her classmates filled the halls and out in the yard. Priya thought about how she and her mother used to draw chalk patterns along driveways. That would be. Then he drew circles and Priya kept drawing too. No, they stood up and looked at what they'd drawn and all mixed together. I think it's this one that she used to draw with her mama on her driveway. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. Our time is still okay. So let's go to the next page and let's see about another question. Well, this starts the next poem. And the poem is Life Doesn't Frighten Me by Maya Angelou. And again, you're going to read the poem to yourself, and then you're going to go over to these questions. So, what is the meaning of the lines 37 to 38 of Life Doesn't Frighten Me? I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. What does that mean? There's a secret talent to use when time is right, a symbol of the speaker's imagination, a special treasure hidden from cruel classmates, a scary experience, and the speaker's nightmare. Well, fourth graders, I think you need to read this, and it will make more sense. So I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to record the next one picking up at this poem. Okay?